Okay. So when I was doing my study and reading the Word, something came to me, and I want to ask you guys a question. And that is, how long are we going to trade the everlasting for the barely lasting? It's a hard question. And I think that it's really good to ask ourselves that, because we live in a world where everything that this world has to offer is temporary. We live in a world where we're in a pandemic of chronically feeling lost, chronically feeling like something's missing, chronically feeling like we're unhappy, we don't have joy, and we don't have peace. And I was reading in Matthew, and the verse, Matthew 6:19, and it's, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust consumes, and where thieves do not break in and steal." And listen to the last part. It says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Everything we do in life comes straight from our heart. The kind of people that we hang around, the kind of environments we put ourselves in, the kind of talk that comes out of our mouth. Everything we do comes from straight from our heart and where we are at. We live in a world where we try filling the voids in our life with very temporary things, temporary people, temporary peace, temporary pleasures. I believe that that is one of the biggest reasons why many get caught up in addictions, whether it's alcoholism, it's sex addictions, it's substance abuse, it's all of these things that are distractions. And nothing that we do, nothing that we get caught up in the world will ever fill that void. Because the only thing that will ever fill the void in our life, to ever help us feel at peace, is Christ. And God created us to have relationship with Him. And I think that we get so caught up in saying that we have we believe in God. And the problem is that many believe in God, but those same people don't have a relationship with Him. They don't spend time with Him. There's a difference between praying to God, and there's so much powerful in prayer, but we need to be seeking Him to find peace through His Word, because I just know how much of a difference that it's made in my life. And I truly believe that God has saved me from getting caught up in so many worldly things and addictions, because He has been that substance, that peace that I've relied on my whole life. And, He is the pillar and the foundation that will carry you through. And I think that we have this chronic condition in our hearts and in our minds where we almost use God as like a vending machine, where we still want to hold on to things in our own lives. We still don't want to give up certain things. And yet we expect God to speak to us and to give us like the desires of our heart, when we need to be seeking God with our whole entire hearts, and our hearts have to be drawn near to God. We have to be seeking him. The Bible says, seek me with your whole heart, and you will find me, and I will draw near to you. We're not supposed to be worldly minded. We're supposed to be heavenly minded. We're supposed to live and base our lives off of kingdom oriented and not worldly oriented. Kingdom minded, not what can I do in this world that will benefit me, but what can I do in this world to benefit him? And I think that we get so focused and caught up, and we run away from the things that are truly good for us when we are feeling lost and when we are struggling with finding peace. And we first have to learn Christ's love for us. We have to be at peace within ourselves and rely on Christ to give us peace, where we can truly live a life that is honoring to God, and that where we are walking in our purpose and our calling. What is it in your life where you are trading God's plan for you, trading the things that are everlasting just for the things that are barely lasting? So I felt I needed to share that, and I think it's a good question for all of us to be asking ourselves. And I just want to say that reading, seeking, searching God with your whole heart is where you will truly find peace. So I love you guys.